In the darkest hours of World War II, a new kind of soldier stepped from the shadows. These weren't your typical infantrymen. They were America's first commandos, the elite, the unstoppable, the ghosts of the battlefield. Forged within the newly formed Office of Strategic Services, or OSS, they lived by a chillingly effective motto: surprise, kill, and vanish. Who were these men? They were recruited from all walks of life: lumberjacks, professors, gangsters, and athletes chosen for their grit, intelligence, and sheer audacity. They were then subjected to some of the most brutal training imaginable. They learned to handle any weapon, master silent killing, become experts in demolition, and survive in the most unforgiving environments on Earth. This wasn't just about being tough, it was about becoming a living weapon, capable of operating deep behind enemy lines with no support. One of the most legendary of these units was the 1st Special Service Force, a unique joint American-Canadian unit. They were so feared by the Germans that they earned the terrifying nickname, the Devil's Brigade, their calling card. Stickers they'd plaster on the bodies of enemy soldiers, reading "The worst is yet to come" in German. Imagine the psychological terror that spread through enemy ranks. Their missions were nothing short of legendary, often tipping the scales of major campaigns. Take Operation Torch, the Allied invasion of North Africa. The entire landing was at risk because of a heavy steel cable blocking a crucial river. Who did they call? An OSS naval demolition team. Under a hail of machine gun and cannon fire, these commandos, armed with only wire cutters and floating charges, dove into the dark waters and severed the boom, paving the way for the invasion fleet. It was an act of pure, calculated bravery. Then there was the Italian campaign, a brutal, grinding fight through mountainous terrain. The German winter line seemed impenetrable. Anchored by heavily fortified peaks like Monte La Defensa, conventional forces were stalled, taking heavy casualties. So, they sent in the Devil's Brigade, in the dead of night, during a freezing winter storm. These commandos scaled a sheer 1,000-foot cliff face that the Germans believed was impossible to climb. They achieved complete surprise, overwhelming the defenders in a vicious hand-to-hand battle and capturing the strategic peak. Their daring assault broke the stalemate and saved countless Allied lives. These were the men who parachuted into occupied France to arm and train the resistance, blowing up bridges and railways to cripple the German war machine ahead of D-Day. They were the operatives who slipped into neutral countries to gather intelligence, recruit spies, and conduct covert political warfare. They were the divers of the OSS Maritime Unit, pioneers of underwater combat, testing new breathing apparatuses and planting limpet mines on enemy ships in silent, midnight raids. Each mission was a tightrope walk between life and death. They fought not just the enemy, but also starvation, disease, and the crushing mental toll of constant danger. Many of their stories were classified for decades, their contributions buried in secret files. They were the unsung heroes whose courage in the shadows helped illuminate the path to victory. From the frozen mountains of Italy to the dense jungles of Burma and the occupied streets of Paris, American commandos redefined warfare. They were the pioneers, the tip of the spear, the secret weapon that helped turn the tide of the Second World War. Their legacy lives on in the Special Operations Forces of today, a testament to their incredible bravery, ingenuity, and sacrifice. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story of incredible heroism as fascinating as I did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden histories. Let me know in the comments which secret unit from history you'd like to see covered next. See you in the next video.